Welcome to episode 4 of Paper Brief, the podcast where we dive into the freshest research papers. I'm Charlie, your host, joined by Cleo, the fierce expert in all things tech and machine learning. Cleo, we're sinking our teeth into Tied-Lora, enhancing parameter efficiency of LoRa with weight tying today. Care to kick us off with why parameter efficiency is such a big deal?
Absolutely, Charlie. Look, with large language models being the backbone of so many NLP applications, we're talking about models with billions of parameters. Fine-tuning them for specific tasks is like teaching an old dog new tricks, but it comes at a computational cost. Parameter efficiency means doing more with less. It's about tweaking these models without needing a ton of resources. Think of it like editing a high-res photo without needing to store it all the time.
Got it. So Tied-Lora is here playing the role of a resourceful editor for these massive models. But what's the deal with weight tying? Isn't that a compromise on performance?
Not necessarily. Weight tying is like reusing parts of a puzzle to fit in different places. In the context of Tied-Lora, it's all about sharing the same low-rank matrices across all layers of the model. It saves a lot of space because you're not duplicating stuff. The trick, though, is to do it without making the model dumber, and that's what these folks have explored.
I see. So is Tied-Lora just another incremental step, or are we looking at some real gains over the regular LoRa method?
We're looking at some sweet spots for sure. The paper dives into different configurations and lands on one. It's called the VBUA setup that maintains solid performance while cutting down the parameters by a whopping 87%. That's not just a step, that's a leap.
A leap indeed. Hang on though, lots of PEFT methods out there, right? What makes Tied-Lora stand out from the crowd?
Good point. The PEFT landscape is pretty crowded, but Tied-Lora stands out for its simplicity and the no-compromise approach to efficiency. Instead of just playing with the low-rank matrix sizes, it introduces this clever weight tying with selective training. Pretty neat, because it makes the model leaner without losing its muscles.
Leaner without losing muscles. I like that. But let's talk real-world applications. Can Tied-Lora really handle the grunt work out there?
For sure, Charlie. The paper isn't just theory. They've put Tied-Lora through the ringer with a range of tasks and datasets. It's ready to roll for customization problems we see in the wild, from content moderation to recommendation systems. And it does this by being super efficient, which is like gold in our data-hungry world.
Sounds like a gold rush for efficiency. Before we wrap up, any final nuggets you want to share about the Tied-Lora method?
Well, it's worth emphasizing the implication of such efficiency. We're talking about more sustainable AI practices. By drastically reducing the computational footprint, we take a step towards greener machine learning. Plus, this approach can democratize AI by making it accessible to more people. And that's a future we all want to see.
Democratizing AI, greener machine learning, big concepts tied up in Tied-Lora. That's all we have time for today. Thanks for that brainy analysis, Cleo. And thank you, our listeners, for tuning in to Paper Brief. Keep pondering those papers, and we'll be back soon with more cutting-edge research to chat about.